Hey, Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review, and this time we are checking out the Masakage Kiri Bunka 170mm knife. So this line of knives from Masakage has the core steel of VG10, which is a full stainless steel used in a lot of knife lines, and they do a really nice job on their VG10. So the heat treat they put on it's about 61 to 62 Rockwell, so they bump that up a little from some implementations, which increases the edge retention. The construction is a multi-layered Damascus-style stainless steel cladding on either side of that core steel, and they've etched it just a little bit to show the layers, so it's kind of a frosted look. So it's an all-stainless knife. The weight on this one, and the weights, the dimensions, the thicknesses are going to vary just a little bit from knife to knife because they're handmade. So this one is 125 grams or 4.4 ounces, so light and nimble. Edge length on this one was about 166 millimeters from the tip to the chin, which is about 6.5 inches, and the overall length was about 12.3 inches. The spine thickness, and these can vary quite a bit, but this one's about 3.3 millimeters out of the handle above the back of the blade, again the chin, and then it thins down to 2 something when you hit the turn for the kind of reverse sword tip on these blades, these bunkas, and then it thins down pretty nicely with the grind. There's a fairly generously high blade rotor grind demarcation down to the edge, and so you get really nice performance out of this tip. It's a very thin tip, really nicely done on the grind. The blade height is kind of middle of the road for this style knife, so it's about 46.2 millimeters from the spine down to the edge at the back of the blade, and their handle is just the same as they put on the Yuki series, so it's an oval ambidextrous magnolia wood with a red pack-of-wood handle, or ferrule, fumbling all over the place here. So again, one more time. Oval ambidextrous magnolia handle with the red pack-of-wood ferrule. Nice fit and finish, as is typical on there. It's nice and tight and stall as well. Nice and smooth. You can see it's ambidextrous, no problem there. The handle circumference is about 75 millimeters right here where the ferrule and the main handle would meet, which is about 3 inches, pretty standard size for a type of handle. Masakage has their kind of signature curved choil into the neck, and they've got a little bit of a back sweep at the chin of the blade. Out of the box edge is typically stellar on Masakage knives from Shiba-san sharpening these, and this is no exception, so this is really sharp out of the box. I'll say good 7, maybe 8 out of 10. Really nice edge out of the box. These are great edges. Some of the better out-of-box edges of most any knife line you'll come across. So let's take a close-up look. It's got kind of a fairly shiny finish here, so we'll try to give you a good look at it without too much shiny back at you. You can see the core steel at the edge and the layering. A really nice frosted look to it. And on the left side of the blade, you've got the hand-chiseled kanji. They always do a great job on their kanji. Fairly deep chiseling, real crisp, clean, real nice look. You can run your finger over there and feel it. It's just really cool. Great fit and finish as per normal. Nice kind of polished spine, a little bit of rounding on it. Polished choil. So it's really, and you got this nice curved area with the neck for your finger for a pinch grip. So these are super comfortable for a pinch grip. And the balance point on this is a little behind the pinch, but it's about right there. And then my pinch is just a little in front of that. So a little bit of handle heavy bias, which is pretty normal for a bunka like this. It's so light. But really super nimble look to it. Let's take a look at it on our cutting board. I should say super nimble feel, not look. So here is our look on the cutting board. And you can see this one's just kind of a gentle curve, fairly low tip with a little bit of belly, kind of a typical bunka style. So not super flat. You can rock it a little bit. I can get up there before the tip starts wanting to dig in. So this will make a nice rocker. And it'll also make a nice kind of push-pull cut. Try to cut myself there, speaking of cut. Guillotine, glide, those type of, with a little bit of motion to your cut forward and aft motion. Not a pure chopper, but really nice knife. Great performer. Food release is good. It's a pretty smooth blade road as far as the curve into the blade road and the edge. So the food release is not spectacular, but it's good. But, you know, some of the wet stuff might stick to the sides a little bit because it's a really smooth-sided knife. but the performance is just excellent. They're really thin at the edge. It's just a beautiful performing knife. So these are just cool knives. They're cool to look at. They're very functional. They're great for tip draws because the tip is low, so you can do a nice tip draw on these, and just great for that. So nice looking, nicely executed knife. This is the Masakage Kiri Bunka VG10 170 millimeter knife.